The next topic we are going to see about cloud components. There are three components. One is client, data center, and then distributed servers. The three components make up a cloud computing solution. Each element has a specific role in delivering a cloud-based application. So let's see one by one. The first one is client. So the client is nothing but an end user. How the end user is going to interact with the cloud application using some device. So these are the three categories of clients. The first device is a mobile. So it may be a smartphone or iPhone. We can able to access the cloud-based application using mobile. The next one is thin client. The thin client is nothing but that doesn't have internal storage. The computer which doesn't have internal storage. It will be stored in a centralized server. Only the information will be displayed in the system. So this is nothing but thin client. Thick client is nothing but a regular computer which contains internal storage, and also it contains a web browser to connect with the cloud based application. So this is about the clients. The next one is data center. Actually the data center means it refers to the server hardware where the company or organization store and access the data through a local network. So actually it will be a large room. It will contain a lot of servers. It can be located anywhere in the world, right? So the data center actually nowadays they are performing with virtual server. So if you place a many lot of physical servers, there will be no place in the world to place the physical servers. So that's what the virtualization came to the cloud computing field. The next one is distributed servers. The distributed server is nothing but the data centers are placed in different locations. For example, if you take Amazon has a lot of servers throughout the world. If one server crashes, automatically the clients can access using the next server which is placed in some other place. So this is nothing but distributed servers. The servers don't all have to be housed in the same location. Often the servers are in geographical disparate location. So these are the three components of cloud. One is client, the next one is data center, and the third one is distributed servers. The next we are going to see about the important one, essential characteristics of cloud computing. So these are the 5 essential characteristics of cloud computing. One is on-demand service. Second one is broad network access. Third one is resource pooling. Fourth one is rapid elasticity. And fifth one is measured service. Let's see one by one with good example. So we all know how to book a ticket on a travel portal. So using this example, I will explain each of the essential characteristics of the cloud computing. The first one is a on-demand self-service. Computing capabilities such as network storage can be set up whenever required without requiring any human interaction. Without human interaction, we can able to access the cloud resources, right? So let us see the example. The passenger has the flexibility to book a ticket by himself or herself using a web portal, using a login ID. The process is highly simplified and does not require any human interaction. So right from choosing your train to preference of berth, it is all an automated process. This is on-demand service. So in cloud computing, the cloud offers where the consumer can automatically set up computing capabilities such as storage and server time as and when the need arises. Whenever the client needs something regarding their needs, they can access the storage or any hardware or any software or any platform etc. from the data server or cloud application. The next one is broad network access. Likewise, the passenger is able to book their ticket via internet through any mobile devices such as tablet phone or laptop that has access to a network. This broader network access is a quality that consumer can enjoy because of cloud services. So without broad network access, we could not able to access the application placed in the cloud. So that is about broad network access. The next one is resource pooling. The resource pooling, let us understand this characteristic through the example. We know the trains have a capacity to occupy hundreds of passengers for a single trip. Several passengers traveling to a same destination and assigned separate berths according to their needs. This is similar to what cloud does, where multiple consumers are able to access virtual resources that are assigned to them. So there is a sense of location independence where the consumer is generally unaware of specific details of the location. Right? See, using resource pooling, we can able to access the resources. So at a time, the multiple consumer can access the resources. That is resource pooling. So it can be a storage or processing, memory and network bandwidth. Right? The next one is rapid elasticity. Rapid elasticity is one more characteristics of cloud computing. It refers to scaling up or scaling down of resources according to the demand. How? So let us take our previous example. When a total number of passengers do not occupy all the coaches can be disengaged. So it will be empty. So, and it can be joined with, these coaches can be joined with another train that has more number of passengers. Similarly, in cloud resources, utilization can be increased or decreased according to the consumer needs. Right? The next important characteristics is measured service. Measured service, for example, when the passenger travels by train, he or she only pays for the amount of the distance travelled by the individual and not for the entire journey. For example, from Chennai to Mumbai, there are so many stations in between. So according to that only the passenger will pay for it. So likewise, the resource using is monitored by the provider and charged only for what has been utilized by the consumer. So this is about measured service. So the resources usage can be monitored, controlled and reported, providing transparency for both the provider and the consumer. What we use, we have to pay. Right? So this is about measured service. So these are the 5 important characteristics of cloud computing. Right? So thank you all.